प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः।
ओम प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. We are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita with Shankar's commentary, and on Saturday we studied the first 3 shlokas of 16th chapter, and then while reading the commentary we were in the middle of 2nd shloka. So we read the shlokas again. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti Danam Damascha Yagyascha Swadhyaya Tapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha Tyaga Shanti Apaishunam Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptvam Mardavam Rir Achapalam Teja Kshama Dhruti Shaucham Adroho Natimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Avijatasya Bharata. Shankara has told us that in the 9th chapter it was told that those with Asuri and Rakshasi Pravrutti do not recognize me, but those with Daivi Sampatti definitely recognize me and worship me with devotion. And so it was not a place there to tell details about them. So that has been taken up because we have to introspectively find out what is what in us. And so whatever is wanting from the Devi Sampatti, we must try to acquire, cultivate, and whatever trace of Asuri, Rakshasi Sampatti may be in us, we have to find out and uproot it. That is why it is being described. Abhayam, we found that Dhaneshwar Maharaj has said, remember, the Lord has given this as the first number. Fearlessness in the spiritual sense. Sattva Samshuddhi, in Bengali it is said, Bhaver Gori Churi Korona. What is in the mind should come out of in the speech, and what is in your speech should correspond to what is in your mind. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti is jnana, is the knowledge you have received from scriptures and the Guru in a paroksha way. It is not yet been realized. So the attempt to realize it is yoga, and Vyavasthiti means steadfastness in that. So the overall meaning is meditative mood. Dhanam. Dhan is Yatha Shakti Samvivaga. It is a great purifier. Whatever is possible to you, give donation. Damaha, bodily, indriyas, control. You have to practice it, otherwise mind will not go to God. Yajnasya, sacrifices have been described in Vedas as well as in Smritis. So you have to do them so that mind becomes ready to receive the higher truth. The principle here is the principle of sacrifice. Sadhya, you must study daily some scripture or scriptural passage. There is another meaning in Sadhya, that is repetition of some mantra or some holy text. It is prescribed in all the known religions. Whether it is Christian or Muslim, bead counting is in every religion. I have shared my experience about this once Remember? In 1978, from Belur Math, I was going to Rishikesh for a stay. In the third class, in the sleeper coach, I got the side upper berth. So I went there. I could sit, sleep, and on the side lower berth, a Muslim devotee was sitting. We sat facing each other for some time. Then I went up. When I went up, joining both the seats, he spread a fresh asana there and sat there and took out his mala. And for a long time he was doing japa. What he was saying, I do not know. And after that long time, he called me from above and spread another fresh asana for me and said, you please sit now. I was very happy. I had my own asana. So I sat on my asana and did japa as much as I could. And when I went up, he again spread his asana and sat. So throughout journey from Calcutta, Howrah to Rishikesh, Haridwar, we were alternately doing japa. So that experience I cannot forget. Muslim.
Wearing Borkha, all these things.
No, not Maulavi, not Mullah, a devotee.
Lady devotee. Lady devotee.
No. They did not venture to call me and do this thing. Lady devotees in Muslim should come see. They are with burqa and all that.
That's
So that was our journey. All these
they have
2 nights we have spent.
They may have Sufi Sampradaya around this. Sufi.
No. We appear to be regular Muslim. So I understood bead telling is in every religion. Anyway. And Christians, of course, they have their rosary and we always know. So, Danam, Damascha, Yagyascha, Swadhyaya. I was telling, Swadhyaya has 2 meanings. Study of scriptures and repetition of either some mantra or some holy text. The Sikh people have Sukhamani Sahib. And that they repeat every day. That is the religion. So, repetition of a mantra or some spiritual text.
Sukhamani Sahib mantra or text?
Sukhamani Sahib is a portion of the Guru Granth Sahib. It describes love for God. There everything is a Sahib, no? So Sukhamani also is a Sahib. Swadhyaya, Tapa, love for austerities, no love for coziness or luxury. And for details, Shankar says, look, it is coming. That is in 17th chapter. There, physical, mental, vocal tapa is described. We shall see it when I come to that. Arjavam is straightforwardness, straight going of the mind. No zigzag, no crookedness. That is a Daivi Sampatti. Ahimsa, not to trouble, not to harbor ill feeling towards anybody. I told that it is neither passive. Mahatma Gandhi has written a book on Gita. And he says Gita means pacifism. And Gita out and out is telling Arjuna, you fight, you kill, you fight, you kill. There is no struggle without a fight. Anyway, not enter politics. We say, oh Gandhi, you gave us freedom without sword or without a shield. And how many thousands and lakhs were butchered and raped? So nothing can be achieved like that. You imagine, you dream. Anyway. So ahimsa, neither it should mean feeding the ants or the Vaishnava idea of vegetarianism. That also is not the meaning. Krishna was a Kshatriya, Arjuna was a Kshatriya, Ram was a Kshatriya. In Valmiki Ramayana, so many instances are there directly. Gita Press says, no. Valmiki Ramayana you have to read. The real translation of Valmiki Ramayana, not the Gita Press translation. In one place, Rama and Lakshmana are described to have killed 4 types of deer. And they killed and throw away. That will be absolutely cruelty, madness. And Dasharatha was always going for hunting. In one such hunting campaign only, he killed that Rishi Kumar by mistake. Another place is there in Valmiki Ramayana. Ram is telling Sita, see, Lakshmana has roasted this whole deer on fire. See how sweet it is. Take me. Gita Press, both side translation is, they omitted perhaps, and they said Rama could not have eaten non-vegetarian.
Gita Press.
And Sita is telling Ganges, while crossing the Ganges, she worshipped Ganges and made what is called mannat. Oh Ganges, when we come back, I will worship you with so many pitchers of wine and mamsodan, like what you can call it, biryani, some non-veg mixed with rice. Gita Press translates it, mamsodan means brinjal rice. Anyway, we are not going into that, but it does not mean vegetarianism. Arjuna went to Himalayas and seeing a wild boar, he shot him. And Shiva, in the garb of a aboriginal, he simultaneously shot it. Both arrows struck at the same time, and the quarrel ensued. Who has killed it? So, for the sake of fun, he killed the wild boar. Now, Krishna's eating meat, we do not have a direct evidence, because his life comes to us chiseled and refined, as Swamiji says, by the Vaishnavas. And he had plenty of milk and butter in his house. Bhagavan Buddha, the advocate of non-killing. A Chandal invited him, and it was known that he will feed him with pork. And his dear disciple Anand said, please don't go, your stomach is not working properly. He said, he has invited me, I must go. Whatever he gives, I must eat. That is the sannyas dharma. Will you go out begging or somebody gives you? You cannot refuse. Anyway, for the fun, ahimsa means do not have an ill feeling towards others. Satyam, truthfulness, absolute, vocal truthfulness. Akrodha, though somebody disturbs you, provokes you, you should not get angry. Tyaga, dana has already occurred. So yatha shakti, giving is dana. And giving beyond your means is tyaga. Give up and be sannyasi. That is what Shankar will say. Shanti. No, that is mental control. Shama is called Shanti here. Apashanam. There is a tendency to find somebody's faults and to discourage them to others. So absence of this is called apashanam. I told a story about this. Our Kankal brothers used to practice. Daya bhuteshu, softness towards beings. Now here we have found Daya as an element of ego. So Sri Ramakrishna has modified it and said not Daya, but Shiv Bhave Jiv Seva. Serving people, serving men with the Gyan, Shiv Gyani, the knowledge that they are embodiments of God. But the point is softness. That is necessary. Aloluptam, absence of greed. If some tempting food comes, our tongues salivates. So opposite of that. Madhavam, gentleness of behavior. Modesty. Achapalam. Achapalam means without any need, don't move your hands and feet. It's a very bad habit. It makes the mind restless further. Tej, this is the strength of character. Kshama, so even somebody provokes, know that everybody works in ignorance. And so don't react. Dhriti, especially during sadhana, you may feel exhausted or bored, but do not give up. Shaucham, cleanliness outside and inside. Keep the things in their proper place, have the proper thoughts at the proper time. Adroho, not destruction of faith. Somebody has faith in you and you go against him. That is very bad. So absence of such tendency is adroho. Na atimanita. Do not have too much expectation of self-respect.
Adroho means virodhita na karo, boiro bhav na karo. Adroho means shatruta.
Adroho means absence of hatred, literary meaning. But hatred where? Your friend is there, people have put some faith in you, and you prove treacherous to them. That is droha. Treachery.
Droho means virod kara na. Droho, droho ta virod na. Virod kara.
Droha means hate.
Droho means hate.
So, hey Bharata, Abhijatasya, that means those who are born with this are called born with Devi Sampatti. Abhijatasya means from birth they have this. Now, Shankar's commentary, we take up from where we left. You have heard about second shloka, Pararandra Prakati Karanam Paishunam Tadabhava Paishunam Parasmai Pararandra. Now, Daya, Krupa, Daya is Krupa. Bhuteshu, Dukkhiteshu. Shankar says the occasion should be there for Daya. So, those who are troubled towards them, we should have soft corner. Alolupatvam Indriyanam Vishaya Sannidho Avikriya. So, when objects are very near, the Indriya should not react. That is alolupta. The absolute example is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is said that when he went for sannyas or for something, he was tested by sugar powder being put on his tongue, and when the wind came, it drew it away. No salivation had come. Of course, that is the absolute ideal, but that defines it at least. Indriyana Vishaya Sannidho Avikriya. Mardavam Mruduta Akrauryam. Softness or gentleness, Shankara has defined negatively, no cruelty. Opposite of cruelty, we may say. Lajja. This lajja is not shame. Huh? Re means modesty. Achapalam asati prayojane vakpanipadadinam avyaparayitrutvam. When there is no purpose, asati prayojane. When there is no purpose, Vani, hands and feet, etc., should have no movement. Vani, habit, just to go on talking without any purpose. Shankara has already said, Bhagavan is describing them so that we should reject them. I told one of my friends, but I see that he is still doing that same thing. Anyway, now I see people sitting in a class for eating or for anything, and they are moving their legs continuously. Is there any prayojan? No. So this proves disastrous. Mind becomes restless always. Hands movement. One boy used to love his younger sister, and the expression of love was hitting her cheeks, just because hands want to do something. Anyway, so these have to be found out and rejected. Kimcha tejaha teja pragalvyam na tvagata deepti. Shankar said, teja does not mean shining of the skin, but pragalvyam, that you are a mature person, that should be seen. Shama akrustasya taditasya va antarvikrihanutpatti. Somebody shouts on you, beats you, but inside you there should not be any reaction. Shankar said, inside you there should not be any reaction. Utpannayam vikrayayam prashamanam akrodha iti avochama. Shankar said, why I am giving this meaning? Because in the akrodha, it is already told that outside you should not express. So here it should mean inside. Some reaction comes and you control it, that is akrodha. But let there be no mental reaction. Itam kshamaya akrodhasya vichaya vishesha. So this is the difference between kshama and akrodha. Dhruti dehendriyeshu avasadam prapteshu tasya pratishedaka antakarna vritti vishesho yena uttambitani karnani dehacha na avasidanti. Dhruti means in body and organs, avasadam prapteshu, a sort of dejection, exhaustion has come. So, tasya pratishedaka, negating that, there is a force. There is a special wave in the mind by which uttambitani karanani, by which uttambitani? By which aroused indriyas and body does not feel dejected or exhausted. Shaucham dvividam mrujjala kritam bahyam abhyantaram cha manobuddho nirmalyam maya ragadi kalusha abhav evam dvividam shaucham. Shauch is of two types, external, now we'll have to translate that by soap, etc. In those days, cleaning was done by mud. You have seen people cleaning by mud? In Nagpur Ashram, there was a Swami. After nature's call, there was mud kept in a pot near the tap. So thrice he used to wash, taking mud like that, washing by water, again taking 3 times. But we should think in the modern days and we should use soap or something. But that is outside. Huh? And inside, mrujjala kritam, understood, mud and water. Inside, that is vayama. Abhyantaram cha, mind and buddhi should be free from dirt. Dirt is maya ragadi kalushya bhava. Maya means deceit. Ragadi, attachment. Kalushya, this is the black thing inside. Abhav, absence of this. So this is the 2 types of shaucham. Swamiji has said in one place that both shaucham are necessary for spiritual life. But if one is not possible, then don't bother about the external. Internal must be pure. I'll tell you my funny experience on this. Now, only people in India with Indian tradition do not use the old Indians again, traditional. Do not use spoons. They eat by hands. And they clean the hands before eating, and clean the hands again after eating. Now, from Chandigarh to Shimla, on the way there is a Dakshai or some a military public school, and the principal was a lady devotee, Tamil lady devotee, and she had invited me, and she invited some local people, including one Sikh Punjabi gentleman. Now, when we started eating, he said, "You are unclean people, eating by hands." She explained that we have washed our hands. She was not eating, but she explained that we wash our hands before and after, how it can be unclean. Even then it is unclean. Now he wanted to eat a roti. So he broke his roti by both hands, then held one piece in one hand, and by spoon he was trying to put some potato or some vegetable into that piece before eating. I said, "What is this, Sardarji? You are putting by hand?" "Yeah, that is little, that is little." So we don't see the dirty thing we are doing. So eating by spoon is not cleanliness. Anyway, now this has become modern style. I will tell you extremely funny story. And he was repeatedly requesting that, "Madam, you please sit, you please sit." She did not reply. I told she will not sit unless she has seen we all eat, finish, and then she will sit. Now, or anyway, this type of cleanliness while eating or touching, you go from south to north in India. Extreme in the south. In the middle, balanced. And no idea of this in Punjab and Kashmir. Punjab, Sindh and Kashmir. Sindhi people, if something is left in your plate, they will say, "Put back in the sink to be eaten next time." And Punjabis, if they are serving you and they have served roti, then they will say, "No, no, no, don't eat that cold roti." And they will take it away and give to others. So no sense at all. Anyway. And Swamiji has said, and it is well-known fact, that if there is any touch of saliva, then maximum your impressions go into that person. You know how the Orthodox people drink water? They won't drink by the left hand. But right hand is busy eating. So they will lift by left hand that glass and put it on the right, balance it on the right hand for drinking.
And now Brahmin people, they are holding the glass with right hand.
And in South, they do not touch any glass by mouth, not at all. Coffee, hot, they drink So extreme in the south, zero in the north. Anyway, spirit has to be observed. Adroha parat jighamsa abhava, he said. Absence of killing others, hitting others, damaging others. That is what he said. Droha Para jighansa abhava. Jighansa means hitting or damaging others. Ghat, a stroke or hitting. Now, ghat also means killing. Then he said meaning is ahinsanam, not killing, not giving torture. Nati manita, atyartham mana atimana. So, don't expect too much self-respect. So, yasya vidyate satimani, tad bhava atimanita, tad abhavo natimanita. So, fully the word explains, too much self-respect is atiman. That who has is called atimani. That attitude is called atimanita. Absence of that is called natimanita. Atmana pujyata tishaya bhavana bhava ityartha. Atmana means about self. Atishaya pujyata, too much of self-respect. Bhavana, that attitude, abhava, absence. That is the meaning. So many funny stories come anyway. In Vrindavan, we had a 3-day seminar. And session by session, they were making somebody preside. So in one session, some Mandleshwar, Vedanti, he was presiding. So he is, no, they were all on the dais. Now another Mandleshwar came. And he insisted, I will sit on the dais. I am also Mandleshwar. I must get same respect. Now the Swami in charge of arrangement was telling him, our animation, that will give you a good seat on the front row. No, I am also a Mandleshwar. I must get same respect as he. Now the secretary in charge of the ashram Swami came. And when he found that, he said, what it matters, keep another chair on the stage, let him sit there.
Good.
In Goa, we had invited some Mandleshwar or somebody. They were keen, they knew him. So when he came, he was saying that quite height was his seat. So till then he would not sit. He is a big Mandleshwar, so he has to sit high. There is a funny story about it in Dayananda Saraswati's like Harisamaj founder. Now, they would keep the others debaters, they would keep his seat down and their seats up. And they would say, Dayananda is low, Dayananda is low. Dayananda said, if seat decides that, crow is sitting above you. So, these are all hypocrisies. Pujyata atishay bhavana bhavityartha. Bhavanti abhayadini etadantani, from start of abhaya up to this, sampadam abhijatasya, wealth, property of a well-born man. Kim vishishtam sampadam, what type of wealth it is? Daivi, devanam sampadam abhilaksha jatasya. That means it is wealth belonging to gods. Abhilaksha jatasya. That means With this he is born. Devi Vibhuti Arhasya. Arha means fit for receiving Devi glory. Bhavi Kalyanasya ityartha. The final meaning is that one who will succeed in life, spiritually, Kalyan. That is the meaning. Okay, we have seen that. Then, Asuri Sampatti. Dambho, Darpo, Atimanasya, Krodha, Parushyameva cha, Ajnanam cha Vijatasya, Partha Sampadamasurim. Dambha. What is Dambha? Tendency to show much more than you have. Any characteristics. The English equivalent should be ostentation. In simple Hindi, it is bhapka.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy in a particular sense, showing you have more than what you actually have.
Ostentatious.
Now, once in Chandigarh, a devotee was some program in somewhere. After that, a devotee by his car was bringing me to ashrama. In midway, the car failed. So he said, what should I do now? I said, you don't bother. You leave me here. You go for repairing the shop. I will find my way. Chandigarh is a closed circuit town. One military man was coming by his car. And I just raised my hand, he stopped and gave me the necessary lift. Now he started talking. How many days you are in Chandigarh? I said, just 1 or 2 years. What is your impression about Chandigarh? Will you tell me? I said, should I tell good point first or bad points? He said, bad point first. I said, too much ostentation I see here. He said, yes, Swami, yes. In military, you should see terrible ostentation. But in a few days, we understand the vanity of ostentation. That is what he said. And in public school also, that boot should be polished every day. Now, again, old and new problem will come. You get a little money, immediately table, chair, knives, spoons for eating, as if you have much money. So ostentation is in every respect. Even humility. You have some amount of humility or modesty, but you want to show I have too much of humility. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? One person did not do anything for me. Simple thing I asked, he said no. And then again he said, what can I serve you? So, showing more than you have. Now some intelligent students, they could easily pass, easily get good marks, but they want to show we are more intelligent. So they indulge in copying without necessary anything. So anywhere you see, this is ostentation. Though Shankar will tell us about the religious matter. Too much of proclaiming I belong to this sampradaya. Dambho, Darpa. Darpa literally may mean stench, bad odor, strong. The meaning is that your ego is too much. That is called darpa. It stings. Atiman, we have seen that, Natiman. So opposite of that is Atiman. And that is Asuri Sampatti. Krodha, anger, they are also opposite. Akrodha had come here, Krodha. Unnecessarily for anything you get angry. And then you repent. In Chandigarh, the wife of principal secretary to the chief minister, she used to come to me and talk and like that. No, she asked me, I want my son to come to you. I said, all right, let him come. He came with his problem. That at the drop of a hat, I get angry. What should I do? I said, you get angry because you suppose somebody has committed a fault, isn't it? Drop of a hat. Now think, they're great God believers. Think, if for every fault of yours, God would become angry, what would happen to you? He said, I understood. I said, think of this and control your anger. For every fault of yours, if God had become angry, what would happen to you? Anyway, so absence of anger was told. Now anger is a asuri sampatti. Parusham, that is against that mruduta, harshness. Some people in the name of Satyavadita are blunt, outspoken. Now that is to be avoided. That is asuri sampatti. Ajnanam, that is at the root. This ajnana is not spiritual ajnana. Absence of knowledge in every field. Especially the deluded state. So now we found 26 qualities told under Devi. And here, Dambha, Darpa, Atiman, Krodh, Parushya, Ajnana. 6 qualities only are told again. Because actually, they will be summed up in 3 only in the end. So they are the derivatives from that. Kam, Krodh and Lobh. Shankar's commentary, Atha idanim asuri sampad uchyate. He has already told that this is to find out yourself and uproot it. Dhamma dharma dvajitam. That is what he has said. Dharma dvajitam. Dvaja is flag. Insignia, what is called. So you see in some sampradayas, this Chandan, Y, you know, Y and V, there are 2 different styles in Vaishnavas. V and Y. Tenkele Badkele. Tenkele means southern Vaishnavas. More Tamil in them. And Badkele means northern Vaishnavas, means Andhras. They have distinct marks. Both are Ramanujis, but subsect of Ramanuji. And it should be so accurate. Our Vedantis, especially our own sadhus from south, they will never be without that patta. Vibhuti, three fingers on the forehead. That's all right. That is not bad. But Shankar says, dharma dhojitvam. Too much declaration or show of your religiosity. Now, these marks in themselves are not bad. You know another incident. Swamiji's chief Madrasi disciple was Alasinga Perumal. And he had this mark. Nivedita, seeing that joke, laughed. And Swamiji shouted so loudly on Nivedita, "What have you done?" I mean, do you know what his character, how much he has served me, how much he has served the cause? So simply because there are marks, you should not condemn. So everything has its proportion. Shankar is not telling don't put marks. Dharma dhojitvam, too much show of your religiosity. दर्पो धन स्वजन आदि निमित्त उत्से कहा. Now in English there is ego and egotism. So this is egotism. Shankar says because of wealth or your relatives, you should not have that pride. Pride of wealth, pride of great family, that is darpa. I belong to such a great family, I will have so much wealth, and this puts too much of ego in man. So that is Asuri Sampatti. Atimana Purvokta, he said, Atimana I already described in telling about Natimanita. Krodhacha Parushyam, Krodhacha joined there, I have already told. Atimana Purvokta Krodhacha. Let there be a full stop after this. Parushyam Evacha. Parushyam Evacha is the text. So he defines it by cha. Parusha Vachanam Yatha Kanam Chakshushman Virupam Rupavan Hina Vijanam Uttama Vijana Ityadi. What examples he has given? Teasing people. A man has one eye blind. Kana? Blind. Sanskrit is there, no? Kana is blind. So there is a blind man and you call him, oh, with beautiful eyes. That is harshness of speech. Teasing. Chakshushman. Virupam, a man is cadaverous to look at, and you say you are beautiful. A man is born in a low caste, and you call him you are a great family. Ityadi, like this. So he has described Parushyam like this. Parushyam is a harsh word. So he has described harsh word as a teasing. Ajnanam cha Vivekananda mithya pratyaya. So Ajnanam means non-discriminative knowledge. It is wrong experience also. Kartavya akaratva ityadi vishayam. About what should be done and what should not be done, you can't understand. Avijatasya partha. With that, some people are born. Kim avijatasya tya asuranam sampad. Asuri tam avijatasya ityartha. The wealth of the asuras is called asuri sampatti, born with that. Okay? Daivi sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya asuri mata ma shucha sampadam daivim abhijatosi pandava. So the Daivi sampatti will give you moksha, and asuri sampatti is for bondage. Now Arjuna immediately started introspecting and is very sensitive. So something he might have found. Krishna immediately observed that and said, no, you don't bother. You are with divine spell. So this second sentence evidently in what Krishna saw Arjuna doing. Arjuna had spoken something, but inside him something happened. So sensitivity is what happened. There are people who always find some fault in themselves. That is wrong. Who told this? I remember my Guruji telling it, but whether he referred to somebody told him that Holy Mother has said we should find our own faults. My Guruji said, do you mean picking that joke, you know, the leaves in the hair, two things happen, that insect and its eggs. That eggs are called this jaw or something. Ukun bacha. So my teacher said, it is not ukun bacha. Go on finding your faults. That is not at all the meaning. So some people are busy in this, oh, I do this. No, that is not the meaning. Anyway. So Arjun, being sensitive, started saying something. Anayo sampado karyamuchyate. So the functions of these two sampattis are told. Devi sampadya sa vimokshaya sansara vandana. So Devi sampad is for moksha from the bondage of sansara. Nibandhaya niyato bandho nibandha. Niyata bandha, that means fixed bondage. That is called nibandha. Tadartham asuri sampad mata abhipreta tatha rakshasi. Now, in this shloka, there was no rakshasi. And in the fourth shloka also. But in the 9th chapter, both Asuri and Rakshasi were clubbed together. So Rakshasi means cruelty, ruthlessness, which follows Asuri. So Shankara said here, Tatha Rakshasi, also Rakshasi. Tatra eva mukte arjunasya antargatam bhavam ki maham asurasya adhyuktam keva. So God immediately found that Arjuna is inside, started his inner attitude, whether I am with Asuri Sampatti or Devi Sampatti, iti evam alochana rupam. He started discussing within himself. Alaksha Bhagavan. Seeing that, Bhagavan said, Ma Shucha, don't sorrow, Shokam Ma Karshi, Sampadam Daivim Abhijata Asi. You are born with divine wealth. Abhilaksha Jata Asi, that means born for divine wealth. Asi Bhavi Kalyana, you are going to, everything good will happen to you. Tomasi Ittartho. This is the meaning, He Pandu. Now, one big point I did not discuss, now time is over. That is wealth. Why it is called wealth? Divine wealth and Asuri wealth.
Sampad.
Why Sampatti? Why all these called? Not gunas, merits, demerits, anything they could have called it.
It helps us in the world. It helps us in this world.
Wealth.
It helps us in this world.
I define it like that. With wealth, you can purchase something. That is wealth. Now, by this wealth, you will purchase God. That is divine wealth. And by this wealth, you will go to ruination. That is the wealth. Values, these days they talk, no, these are anyway. Huh? So, some more. Anyway, we shall see it tomorrow. Om Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita-amrita Duhe Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Prapanna Parijataya Totravitraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita-amrita Duhe Namaha.